Yeah, so my name's Emily Randell, and I wanted you to know that I am first and foremost a writer. I'm a poet. I hold MFAs from the University of Montana and Pacific University in Oregon. And my recent collection of poems, One Finch Singing is the name of it, won the Lewis Award in Poetry and was published last year. I'm also a teacher of poetry, and I teach at a community arts center in Manzanita, Oregon, which is in a beautiful little spot on the North Oregon coast. And I'm active there in numerous activities to foster writing and the arts in general. Specifically, I founded a program that has grown really big, and thank God there are a lot of organized people involved with it now. It's called Word and Image, and it's a jury collaboration between artists and writers. So we have 12 writers and 12 artists, and we pair them at random, and each one of them is challenged to create new work in response to what the others has submitted into the project. And the idea, you might have heard the word ekphrasis. It means poems in response to art. And we have kind of expanded that definition to turn the tables to include in our project art in response to poems, which you don't hear as often. But as founder of the event, it's often my job not only to speak about how the process works, but also to try to elicit a certain kind of spirit in the program, and which by that I mean that sometimes there are artists and writers that I have to kind of coax out of their comfort zone. You know, it's easy to write about a piece of art, about being the key word, and maybe it's easy to create art that perhaps illustrates a poem or complements it. But I really wanted to encourage people to move beyond the literal interpretation into I don't know, I guess you could say a more emotional one, more something that is evoked through a deeper discovery of their work. So Melissa had been one of our first artists when we I think we started the program in 2015, and Melissa was one of the first ones, and it was really clear to me right away that she got that. There was no coaxing needed from Melissa. But you know, there were others who just really were uncertain how to do it, what to do. So for a subsequent year, Melissa and I put together a video presentation that we now show to the participants as a kickoff, and which we speak to the notion of what it means to respond. And Melissa and I swapped work, and we actually did the exercise ourselves. She painted in response to a couple of my poems, and I wrote some poems in response to a couple of her paintings to help people get to see what the process was like in action. We don't have time to show that to you today, but we do want to give you just a taste of it.